Let's start with a simple truth. Success isn't just luck. It's not a magical spell that some people get, while others are left wondering what happened. Nope. Success is built on habits. And the best part? You can learn them, practice them, and turn them into a part of your daily routine. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's dive into the 5 habits that highly successful people swear by. Habit 1. Start the day early. Picture this. It's 5 a.m. The world is still sleeping, and there you are, awake and ready to conquer the day. It's crazy? Maybe a little. But this is exactly what successful people do. They wake up early. Why? Because the early hours are peaceful, free of distractions, and perfect for getting a head start. Take the legendary Apple co-founder Steve Jobs. He was known for waking up at 6 a.m. every day. He'd start his day by looking in the mirror and asking himself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? The answer was no too many days in a row. He knew something needed to change. The early morning is like a secret weapon. It gives you time to plan, to think, and to do those things that often get pushed aside when the day gets busy. You can exercise, meditate, read, or simply enjoy a quiet cup of coffee. It's your time to set the tone for the day. And trust me, when you start your day on the right foot, the rest of it tends to follow suit. So go ahead, set that alarm a little earlier. Sure, it might be hard at first, but after a few days, you'll start to see the benefits. And who knows, you might even start looking forward to those early mornings. Habit 2. Prioritize and execute. Now let's talk about priorities. We all have a million things to do every day. Work, family, friends, errands, the list goes on. But here's the thing, not everything is equally important. Successful people know this, and they prioritize ruthlessly. Let's take Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time. He has a simple strategy for prioritization called the two-list strategy. Here's how it works. First, you write down your top 25 goals. Then, you circle the top 5 most important ones. Those are your priorities. The rest, you avoid them at all costs until you've accomplished your top 5. It's easy to get caught up in the small stuff, but highly successful people stay focused on what really matters. They tackle the big, important tasks first, the ones that will move the needle the most. And they don't just make a to-do list, they make a must-do list. Once you've identified your priorities, the next step is to execute. This means taking action even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Successful people don't wait for motivation to strike. They take the first step, and the motivation often follows. So ask yourself, what are your top 5 priorities right now? Are you focusing on them, or are you getting distracted by less important tasks? Remember, the key is to prioritize and then execute. Don't wait. Take action today. Habit 3. Continuous learning. If there's one thing successful people never do, it's stop learning. They understand that knowledge is power, and they're always on the lookout for ways to improve themselves. This could be through reading, taking courses, attending seminars, or simply asking questions and staying curious. Think about Bill Gates. Despite being one of the busiest people on the planet, he's known for reading about 50 books a year. He even has something called Think Week, where he goes to a secluded cabin with a pile of books and papers and spends the entire week reading and thinking about big ideas. Continuous learning doesn't just mean formal education. It's about being curious, staying open-minded, and always looking for ways to grow. Whether it's reading a book, listening to a podcast, or having a conversation with someone who knows more than you, there's always something new to learn. And let's not forget about learning from failure. Successful people see failure as a learning opportunity, not as a setback. They analyze what went wrong, figure out how to do better next time, and keep moving forward. So what's your next learning opportunity? Maybe it's a book you've been meaning to read, a course you've been thinking about taking, or even just a question you've been afraid to ask. Whatever it is, don't wait. Dive in and keep learning. Habit 4. Networking and building relationships. Here's a little secret. No one becomes successful alone. Behind every successful person, there's a network of people who have helped them along the way. This could be mentors, colleagues, friends, or even competitors. Successful people know this, and they actively work on building and maintaining relationships. Let's take a look at Oprah Winfrey. She's one of the most successful media moguls in history, and she's built her empire on the power of relationships. Whether it's with her audience, her team, or her network of influential friends, Oprah knows the value connecting with others. Networking isn't just about shaking hands and exchanging business cards. It's about building genuine relationships based on trust, respect, and mutual benefit. It's about helping others and being open to receiving help in return. Here's the key. Networking isn't just something you do when you need something. Successful people understand that relationships are built over time, and they invest in them consistently, even when they don't need anything in return. So think about your own network. Who are the people you can learn from, collaborate with, or simply connect with on a deeper level? And more importantly, how can you add value to their lives? Remember, it's not just about what you can get, it's about what you can give. Habit 5. Take care of your health. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about health. After all, what's the point of being successful if you're too sick or tired to enjoy it? Highly successful people know that their health is their greatest asset, and they take it seriously. Take Richard Branson, the founder of the Virgin Group. He's a busy guy, but he always makes time for exercise. In fact, he credits his daily workouts with giving him the energy and focus he needs to run his empire. But it's not just about exercise. Successful people take care of their physical, mental, and emotional health. They eat well, get enough sleep, and manage stress through practices like meditation, mindfulness, or simply spending time with loved ones. Health isn't something you can put off until later. Something you need to prioritize right now, just like your career or your relationships. Because without your health, nothing else really matters. So what are you doing to take care of your health? Maybe it's time to start that exercise routine you've been putting off, or to finally get that checkup you've been avoiding. Whatever it is, make your health a priority today. So, there you have it. 5 habits of highly successful people. Wake up early, prioritize and execute, keep learning, build relationships, and take care of your health. These habits aren't just for the rich and famous. They're for anyone who wants to achieve more, do more, and be more. Remember, success isn't a destination. It's a journey, and these habits are the roadmap. So start today. Make these habits a part of your daily routine and watch as your life begins to change. Because success isn't about luck, it's about habit, and you've got what it takes to build them.